This isn't just about income. This is about trajectory, habits, and the moment where everything can either click or collapse. Let's break down why $100,000 is the tipping point for your financial future. 1. The psychology of six figures for most people. The idea of hitting $100,000, whether in income, savings, or investments, is a major psychological milestone. It feels like validation. Like you've finally escaped the paycheck-to-paycheck grind. But here's the catch. That sense of accomplishment is a double-edged sword. Why? Because at $100,000, two paths emerge. Path 1. You double down on investing, budgeting, and strategic growth, and you set yourself up for financial freedom. Path 2. You inflate your lifestyle, overspend to reward yourself, and trap yourself in golden handcuffs, never truly escaping the rat race. $100,000 doesn't make you rich, but it gives you just enough leverage to either scale wealth or self-destruct. 2. $100K is where compounding gets real. Albert Einstein called compounding the eighth wonder of the world, but it only truly kicks in after you have capital to work with. The first $10,000? Painfully slow. $50,000? Still frustrating. But once you cross the $100,000 threshold, everything accelerates. At 7% annual returns, $100,000 turns into $200,000 in just over 10 years, with no additional contributions. Now imagine adding $10,000 a year. You hit $500,000 in under 2 decades. But more importantly, your money starts working harder than you do. That's the inflection point. When your capital creates more income than your labor, freedom is inevitable. 3. $100,000 income? Good. But where's it going? If you earn $100,000 a year, congratulations, you're ahead of 92% of the world. But in major cities? That's barely middle class. The real question is, how much of that are you keeping, and where is it going? Do you spend $4,000 per month on rent? Are you buried under student loans or credit card debt? Are you maxing out retirement accounts and investing consistently? Because $100,000 income with poor habits is actually more dangerous than earning $40,000 and living lean. The illusion of wealth can blind you to reality. This is where most people fail. They hit six figures and immediately upgrade their car, rent a fancier apartment, or start financing luxuries. Lifestyle inflation eats their entire margin, and they're back to living check to check, just with nicer shoes. 4. The discipline test. Will you leverage or lose it? Think of $100,000 as a stress test. It's not about the number, it's about what you do with it. Do you build an emergency fund? Do you invest in index funds, real estate, or yourself? Or do you let impulse spending take over? Many people never recover from their first six-figure year. Why? Because they never learned money management when it mattered most. They thought income would save them, but only behavior builds wealth. At $100,000, you either prove you're ready for more, or you show that you can't handle it. 5. Wealth is built with margin, not just money. Earning $100,000 means nothing if you spend $99,000. Real freedom comes from margin, the gap between your income and your expenses. That's the money that goes toward freedom assets, investments, businesses, or income-generating skills. If you save and invest 20% of your income at $100,000, you're building real momentum. If you invest nothing and spend everything, you're on a treadmill, running fast but going nowhere. $100,000 is where you get to decide. Are you going to be rich in liabilities or wealthy in assets? 6. Breaking the plateau. From $100,000 to $1 million. Once you cross $100,000, the next goal should be financial independence, not more consumption. The key is to use that income to build scalable systems. Start a side hustle or business that earns while you sleep. Automate your investments. Roth IRA, brokerage, real estate. Eliminate consumer debt and reinvest the savings. The people who build wealth quietly are those who don't let six figures become their ceiling. They use it as a launchpad. 7. If you're not intentional, $100,000 will trap you. Here's the truth no one tells you. Most six-figure earners are broke. They drive leased cars, rent overpriced apartments, and chase promotions for marginal pay raises, all while carrying debt and zero net worth. Why? Because $100,000 lulls them into thinking they've made it. So they stop learning. Stop saving. Stop being hungry. That's why $100,000 is the most dangerous milestone. It feels like freedom, but without discipline, it becomes a prison. Final thoughts. The real key to wealth isn't income, it's intent. So, is $100,000 the goal? No, it's the gateway. It's the point where you prove you can earn more. Test if you can live below your means. Build the habits that determine if you'll ever hit $1 million or more. The real winners are the people who hit $100,000 and treat it like $30,000, still hungry, still humble, still focused on growth. So ask yourself, are you ready to pass the $100,000 test, or will you let it be your peak? If you got value from this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's your biggest financial goal this year? Remember, the journey to wealth doesn't start with luck. It starts with clarity, strategy, and grit. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay focused, stay wealthy, and stay in control.